Okay, so don't pay attention to my dirty kitchen in the background. Okay, first thing I'm starting off with are 2 sugar cubes. Now, instead of 2 sugar cubes, you could also use simple syrup, but I like the 2 sugar cubes better. So I get the 2 sugar cubes. Oh, look at my face. I got stuff frozen off today. Anyway, see there? Anyway, then you get the Angostura bitters. Angostura bitters. And you put a couple of dashes of the Angostura bitters on the sugar cubes. If you were using the simple syrup, you would not use the sugar. You just use the sugar, the simple syrup, and you'd put the bitters on the simple syrup. But because you're using the sugar cubes, if you use the sugar cubes, you have to put a little bit of water over the sugar cubes because that helps dissolve the sugar cubes. And then you get a muddler. In this case, it's just a wood spoon. And in that wood spoon, you kind of just mash up the sugar. Mash up the sugar as such, and then it's kind of like this sugary substance on the bottom. And then you get your bourbon and or whiskey. You know what? I like different kinds of bourbons. But I'm using a regular Maker's Mark. And you put in, I want to say I don't know. I use one of these and then a half. There. So there's that. And then I mix it a bit. And technically right here, this is your drink. And you're like, what? That's it? That's all? Yep, that's it. That's all. But one of the keys, and a friend of mine just bought me ice cube thingies today. And they're in the form of the Death Star. Yep. So I'm mixing it up. I'm trying to put this in here because I spilled it the other day. I really didn't drink all of this. I spilled it. Okay, and so then you put your ice cube in it. Okay? Mix it. You don't need to have a fancy schmancy cube or anything. You just mix it. Now, the best thing to have would be what's called a Luxardo cherry. I can't afford Luxardo cherries. They're pretty expensive. I was just looking online to see how much Luxardo cherries are. Yeah. Anyway, my favorite bartender. Oops. So what they do is, and I don't get it, but this is what they do. So they say that a little thing of orange, and you just kind of like do this thing around it, and the orange is supposed to put some kind of scent in there. Okay, I'll go with it. But I've also seen some of the bartenders get the orange and they kind of just lit it, like the ends of it. I don't know what this does. I'll have to research that. And this is how easy it is right now to whip up an old fashioned. You mix it, and you keep mixing it. I keep this little stir in here because as the sugar settles and stuff, I just want to keep it mixed. And there is my old fashioned. It is really a wonderful drink. Anyway, I hope you had a good day.